Bush life. My name is Marion Campbell. People often tell me my life was hard. But I don't think so. It's just different to theirs, that's all. I was born in Adelaide. My mother knew that I was heading bush even then, as she didn't make it to the hospital. I was born outside. I was raised in Cairns, brought up to be independent, what's mine's mine, that sort of thing. We're brought up tough. If you hurt one hand, you just had to use the other. That's just the way things work. My life has been spent on the land ever since I was 17. I couldn't leave home before that. I got a job as a windmill builder's offsider with Bill Campbell from Normanton. This was on the 7th of August 1967. We used to do windmills for all the William Angliss companies. We went from Wallagrang Way up to the Territory border, to Dagworth near Winton, right through to Rutland Plains near Kowanyama. Fair way to go in an old 1948 Bedford truck. At first Bill reckoned he'd got a greeny cityite, but nah, I was smarter than him. He told me I could catch a bush turkey by walking round and round him, and his head would screw off. I told him I might be green, but I wasn't stupid. I remember the first meal that he made me. Mouldy bread, mouldy bacon and mouldy cheese, cooked on a shovel. It was cooked rough, but it tasted good. It didn't hurt me. The work was hard. When you started a job, it was just bare ground, a borehole with a piece of pipe sticking out. By the time we finished, we had the windmill pumping water into Turkey's Nest, and piping running out to 3 sets of troughs. This was before big machinery, so it was all done with just a crowbar and shovel. You worked from sunrise to sunset with a couple of hours off at lunchtime. I used to teach myself to do things then, like knitting and crocheting. I didn't have needles and hooks, so I made these out of fencing wire. I didn't get paid, but I had a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food in my gut and my tobacco, and a bit of pocket money now and again. I was happy with this. Most times Pop and I would spend 24 hours together. Some days we wouldn't speak to each other. We didn't need to. Only twice in all this time did we have a severe argument. He was in the wrong. I told him I wouldn't speak to him till he apologised. Took him 2 days, but he finally did. I first came to Croydon in 72. We were having a drought then and had to go up to Mittagong to rig up jackheads and motors on bores as the windmills weren't pumping enough water. After that we were backwards and forwards most of the time, and we would leave our gear with someone in town. We used to have our dinner camp under the tamarind tree. It was about 130 years old and still going. One day we pulled in for camp, and there was a piece of paper tied to the tree. Someone owned it, it said. I said to Pop, "We can't camp here no more." He didn't know it, but I'd bought the land and a quarter-acre block for $60. I got a shed kit cart up from Brisbane to Georgetown. That's when Pop found out I had bought the land and the shed, and he went crook. He thought I was shooting through on him. We built the shed in '85 and we used it for a depot. We used to put our gear in there. It was our main base camp. Then I decided that I'd got to settle down one day. It was either Burketown, Normanton or Croydon. Burketown was no good as I was allergic to blue sandflies. Normanton was out, it was getting too crowded, but Croydon, well, it just felt like home. I stayed working with Pop for about 39 years. When I find a good job, I stay with it. He was like a dad to me. I'm lucky I had 2 dads. When I finally settled in Croydon, Pop was there with me, but at this stage he was chair-bound. I looked after him till he passed away. They wanted to fly him out, but he said no. He wanted to die in his own bed, which he did, with his cat Lucky beside him. Since then I've worked on and off for the council as a labourer for a couple of years. I did a 1-year horticultural traineeship, and I've done Meals on Wheels community service. Now I'm a casual tourism officer. I do volunteer work. I've been lollipop lady at the school. I'm an active member of the Fire Brigade and the SES. I'm staying here now. Croydon's still the best place to bloody live. I ain't shifting. I won't leave until I go leg up and turn into dust. You're not going to get rid of me that easy. I'll come back and haunt the place.